So there we go. All right. So today, again, we're going to walk through the South Florida Luxe Getaway. Thanks for joining us this beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. As I mentioned, I'm co-hosting this event. I'm not hosting the getaway, but I'm co-hosting this meet and greet. And I am going to kind of walk you through the South Florida Luxe Getaway with Kristen. I've been down to West Palm Beach. I'm a native Floridian, so I'm from the state of Florida. I've traveled down to this area quite often throughout my lifespan, and it's a beautiful, beautiful area. Love the beaches, love the food, love the shopping. So I'm really excited about this particular getaway. So it's going to be great, and we're super excited to be hosting this getaway October 2026. So before I start walking you through the actual activities and the things that we'll be doing in this area, I will pause and let Kristen introduce herself.
Good morning, ladies. My name is Kristen Cruz, and I'm pleased to be your hostess of the South Florida Luxe Getaway. I am from the Midwest originally. I'm a Cleveland, Ohio girl originally, and I relocated to South Florida in 2003, somewhat on a whim. And I have been in Palm Beach County the whole time. I started off in Delray Beach, Florida, and then I have resided since 2007, just south of Delray Beach in the neighboring city of Boca Raton, Florida. The great thing about Palm Beach County is that we are right between, I should say close enough to the Miami life where we are here, but we have so much that we really don't need to leave Palm Beach County. There are so many activities from the east to the west, the north to the south of the county, and super excited about the itinerary that Sabrina is about to share with you that highlights some of the best and the greatest of South Florida, spanning so much of Palm Beach County in different aspects of it. And it is a very, very, very warm and busy place down here, particularly beautiful in the month of October and November. And that's why we looked at the reference of time that we did as to when we thought it would be nice to bring people down, because that is actually also right before our full season gets underway. And we are very much known for people who live here 6 to 9 months of the year and then leave for the summer months.
Awesome. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. Okay, so next I'm going to share my screen and then we will walk through the getaway in a little bit more details. And I'm sure you probably have some questions, so this is a great time. Again, feel free to drop any questions into the chat, or if you feel comfortable, you can come off, turn on your microphone and ask questions there as well. So I am now sharing my screen. So if you can't see my screen, please drop a note in the chat or speak up and let me know. The South Florida Luxe Getaway is October 22nd to the 25th, 2026. As Kristen mentioned, it's a great time to travel down to the West Palm Beach area. It's a great time of the year. It's right before the season starts. Usually the weather is not as hot as it is in the summertime. So it's a really nice mix of weather. Really great time to kind of go down, but right before the holidays start really cranking up as well. So that's when we will be on the getaway. It does start on a Thursday, and that's really to give ladies the opportunity to come down, check into the shared vacation home if you're staying there, or into your private accommodations if you choose to book your own accommodations before things really get started on Friday morning, because Friday morning is when everything really kicks off and things get into gear, and we are on our way to having a really great time in the South Florida area. So those are the dates of the getaway. And it is a luxe getaway. South Florida is known for luxe happenings and things to do, really upscale shopping, really great dining, food options, beautiful, beautiful resorts and different properties with a lot of history. It does have kind of like this little luxe feel to it. The beaches are beautiful, of course. Most beaches in Florida are. And of course, beautiful sunsets and sunrises with all of the palm trees. I always call it City of Palms down in that area. So it is 4 nights in the vacation home if you are staying there. It includes 7 adventures, and we'll go through those in a minute. It also includes 10 meals. All of your meals are included in your getaway. So if you do decide to purchase this getaway package, all of your food and drinks are included, as well as all of your activities. The only thing that is not included is alcoholic beverages and any shopping that you choose to do. But everything else is included when it comes to food and beverage. And of course, accommodations is optional, transportation is optional. You can choose to um, have your own private transportation, your own private accommodations. You do not have to add those things on. The great thing about these getaways is if you've been to our events in the past, they're great. You meet up with ladies in your local community and you see each other, and then you kind of go home for the rest of the day until you see them again. And we try to host at least 4 events a month so you can get to see ladies often and build those relationships and the bonds you've started. But the great thing with this getaway is you're going to see each other for a few days, over a 4 day span, really. So it's really a great time to connect with ladies, not just in your community, but also beyond your community that all love the bond maker, want the same things as you do to make friends, new connections, and things like that. So you'll get to spend time with ladies, not just in your community, but also across the bond maker community at these getaways. And that's one of the reasons why we decided to start hosting these travel getaways. So to bring you together and to give you more opportunities to spend together in new places and do new things. So some of the highlights that the getaway includes is sunrise beach yoga. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Lion Country Safari. It's a great kind of drive through Lion Country. I'll let Kristen talk about that more later. There's also a sunset boat tour and dining experience, as well as exploring the Atlantic Ave and the Flagler Museum. The vacation home is a really great vacation home. It's really like a mini resort in itself. It has 3 homes on the property with all private bedrooms, private bathrooms. It has this really sophisticated vibe to it. It's really beautifully decorated, and it's just in a really great area of the Pompano kind of beach area near Boca Raton. So it's really great. It's 8 bedroom, 6 bath mini resort property. So it is a really, really great vacation home. Again, vacation home is optional. You do not have to stay at the vacation home if you find other accommodations that are maybe a little bit more within your budget or a place that you prefer. That's fine. But if you do stay at the vacation home, it is a 8 bedroom vacation home with like a 6 bath mini resort. So really, really great. So let's dive into the itinerary. So if you do stay at the home, you will be provided a barbecue pool party on Thursday. The reason we do that on Thursday is to give you time to kind of get in, get settled. We don't really know exactly, how much parking there is. There is a really great parking lot, so it's a little different than like a regular vacation home where you just have a driveway. Because it's a mini resort, you do have parking, really, really great parking at this location. But the getaway hosts 10 to 15 ladies, so if everybody showed up in their own vehicle, of course, parking will be maybe a little difficult. So we're really reserving the pool party for the ladies staying at the vacation home, just to kind of give them time to get in, get settled. We may have women that are flying in from different parts of the country. Again, this getaway is open to all women across all of our clubs. Even if you're not part of the club as an elite member, you can still partake in these getaways. So we are reserving the pool party for the ladies that are going to be staying at the vacation home, just to give them time to get in and get settled. And of course, if you're staying somewhere else, you can choose to do something to get yourself settled and prepared for Friday morning when everything really kind of kicks off. But we'll have a pool party at the vacation home, barbecue for day one, Thursday. The day two is where we'll wake up and we'll do some sunrise yoga on the beach. We'll also have breakfast, followed by the Lion Country Safari, where you'll get to see real exotic wildlife, giraffes, different sort of animals, rhinos, and all sorts of different animals. Kind of feels like an African safari in a way, but it is a drive-through, so it's great because you're not like out walking in the safari. So you can actually drive through in your air conditioning if you choose to, or you can drive through with your windows down. But it's a really great experience. I've done that before in the past, and it was great when I did that. So we're going to be doing that on Friday, followed by some shopping at the town center in Boca Raton before we start unwinding for dinner at JB's on the beach. So I'll pause there and let Kristen kind of talk a little bit more about Fridays, and she's a local and she's from the area. She can give us a little bit more insights on these different adventures.
Yes, and I was looking down for a moment or two here because somebody was trying to get into the call, Sabrina. So I don't know if you're seeing that on your end as well, but somebody emailed for the link. So that is, ladies, why I was looking down. Someone had been looking to join us, which is wonderful. I did send her the link. So talking a little bit, just to highlight, Lion Country Safari doesn't really seem like it fits with South Florida. Going on a safari in South Florida, where we're known for our tropical landscape and beaches and such, but it is one of the biggest highlights of what I've done down here when I choose to play tourist in the area where I live. And it's so cool. You're out on the safari and you've got like this big old giraffe coming over you, like kind of near you and kind of wanting to see what you're all about. And then the lions, it's absolutely amazing the growth of the lions, and we always see in the local news and stuff when new little baby lions are born. But you drive past all of that, you actually see the safari, the wildlife in their element. And of course, at the end, if you wanted to get a little souvenir at a gift shop, there is a gift shop there. There's an opportunity where you can go feed the giraffe if you so wish. I know that doesn't sound so luxe in itself, giving, a giraffe a piece of lettuce, but it is part of an experience in Palm Beach County, and Lion Country Safari is very unique to where we live. And it just cherished memories for my husband, daughter, especially as she was growing up, and I. Atlantic Avenue. Actually, wait, we're going to talk about Atlantic on another point. I see here we have Town Center. I got my shopping confused. But Town Center is it's really a flagship mall in South Florida. It's known as Town Center at Boca Raton, and it has a combination of all kinds of shopping. So you could do your traditional shopping at, a Macy's, but if you wanted to go more luxe, you can think of any luxury brand and you're likely to find it at Town Center. The stores range from everything, the top stores. We've got the Bloomingdale's and the Nordstroms, and we've got the Saks, and there was one more. Well, whatever that may be, I can promise you all of the stores in between are everything that you could imagine, from your Gucci store to your Taylor loft to your White House Black Market to your Aritza. Name it, name it, name it. They're all there. So I thought when we were planning the itinerary that it was super important that we take a look at least letting you ladies see the town center at Boca Raton. And I don't know about where you live, but we often see our people here in Boca with strollers with their pets going through the mall. So it's very unique and quite sightseeing as well.
Great. Thank you so much for that. And then just a reminder, if you have questions, feel free to drop any questions into the chat.
Mhm.
On day 3 is our taste and treasures of Delray Beach. So we're gonna start our day with breakfast at Cafe Luna in Delray Beach, and then we'll explore Atlantic Avenue. And I know Kristen's excited to talk a little bit more about that in Pineapple Grove as well, which is a popular spot down in this area. We'll then enjoy lunch at Meisner's Park, followed by a break at the vacation home. And then in the evening is where we'll do our dock and dine. Our dock and dine will be on a small kind of yacht is what I call it.
Mhm.
We'll aboard the yacht, and then it will take us down to the restaurant where we'll disembark for dinner, and then we'll get back on to kind of end the night after that. So, Chris, you want to talk more about the Pineapple Grove, Atlantic Ave,
Sure.
Meisner's Park, and all of that?
So this day really does start off in the heart and soul of Delray Beach. And Delray has won numerous awards over the years for being the village by the sea. Delray wasn't always that way. In fact, in the early 2000s is when it really started developing. And what they did is they really wiped out like a lot of the housing in that, and they turned it into this amazing, like I said, village by the sea, full of unique shops, restaurants, boutique-like shops, boutique-like hotels, your traditional hotels, and made it into this huge attraction, not just for the visitors, but also frequented by many locals. It's also on the heart of the Intracoastal. So you have the Intracoastal, and then you go a little bit further, about a half a mile, and then you're right on Atlantic, right on the ocean, right on the Atlantic Ocean. And so that's where Cafe Luna Rosa is. It's just across the street from the ocean. So a beautiful way to start the day, seaside in the village by the sea. The shops along Atlantic are a lot of what I described. You could do everything from clothing shopping to beach shopping to your favorite swimsuit shopping to souvenir shopping. And then off of Atlantic is this historic street, and it's called Pineapple Grove. And it's absolutely precious and quaint. And while South Florida is busy and bustling at various times of the year, not as busy when you would be here, it's a quaint breakaway from all of the busyness of the land, and makes you really feel like you're seaside and just in a beautiful area with warmth and captivation. After that, when we travel just a little bit south to Meisner Park, that's a flagship here in Boca Raton where I reside. It's just the plush greenery. And then again, your restaurants, your shops, even if you're there for just a little bit, I don't think we put a ton of time for it into the itinerary since you'll already be out in the Delray Beach area. But it's a must see, it's a must get some pictures. Just so you can show your friends and family, look, I've been to this historic place in Boca Raton, Florida. Boca Raton really came on the map years and years ago when this was the headquarters for IBM. So it brought with it a lot of people from all regions of the country who were employed by the IBM headquarters. And that's how Boca Raton then flourished. The area is home to Florida Atlantic University. It's home to some of the best schools in the country, many top rated A schools. And the Meisner Park is a very big highlight of this area. So if you're in Boca, you can't be here technically without going to Meisner Park.
Awesome. All right. Exciting stuff. So the last day we are is on Sunday, Sunday, October 25th. And this is our Thrills, History, and Farewell Elegance Day. So at this point, we're kind of winding down. We're going to enjoy a delicious breakfast at Swifty's, followed by a stroll down Worth Avenue, which is a really great street. A lot of history there. That day we'll also visit the Flagler Museum for a touch of history, and then enjoy a brunch. I'm sorry, a lunch at the Breakers Hotel. After we rest a little bit, we'll then have our farewell dinner at Eddie V's Prime Seafood. So day 4 is really a day where we're going to really take a pause a little bit. We're going to learn more about the history. We're going to walk down and learn more about on the Worth Avenue. We're going to walk down there, and there's again a lot of history there. So that this day is really history, learning, but fun, right? And it's just a really great way to kind of wind down and just kind of reflect on all the great things that we've done, and end it with a really great farewell dinner at Eddie V's. So, Kristen, anything you want to add for our last day of the getaway?
I would say that while all of this is a luxe getaway, this is the luxe of the luxe day because you are in one of the most affluent zip codes in the entire country when you're on the island of Palm Beach. The island of Palm Beach is so unique to Palm Beach County that sometimes the very affluent, wealthy residents on Palm Beach don't even realize the rest of Palm Beach exists. They are an entity and an island all to themselves. It's old money on Palm Beach. Think the Kennedy family, the Flagler family. It is home to the rich. It is home to the famous. It is home to the young socialites and the older socialites, and some of the most generous philanthropists in the entire country. I compare Worth Avenue to a Rodeo Drive to a La Jolla in California. That's what you get with Worth Avenue. So it's always nice to pretend, even if we don't have the deep bags of the wealthiest in the country, to stroll along with our pretty purses and maybe our sundresses and whatever, our shorts, whatever, and stroll through a beautiful Worth Avenue. And then when you walk into the Breakers Hotel, you're walking into esteemed history, glitz and glamour, and a hotel that's just bonded in so much history. So again, like I said about Meisner Park and Boca Raton, you can't go to Palm Beach without visiting Worth Avenue, the Breakers, and Flagler Museum is known for the gilded history that it preserves. It's white and beautiful and captivates all of what the history of the island of Palm Beach in and of itself is about. It's Flagler's museum, Henry Flagler from the railroad industry, and it's all brought to life in gorgeous Palm Beach.
Awesome, awesome. And it's very apparent that Kristen loves this area. She has a lot of knowledge and history, and this is why, this getaway is so great because you're going to really enjoy it with a local. You're going to live like a local. You're going to experience the area like a local. You're not going to go to all the big attractions all the tourists go to. You're going to go and explore some of the hidden gems of the area, and it's just going to be a really, really great opportunity. So, if you choose that you do want to move forward with this getaway, simply click on the book now button on the getaway page, which will then take you to the form that you'll need to complete in order to book your getaway. So here, and then on the next page is where you'll kind of see everything that's included. Again, all food and beverages are included except for alcoholic beverages and shopping. This package, the base price for this package starts at $12.69. This is where you get the option to add on different addition. So you can add on the dock and dine boat tour, which is $100. If you don't want to do the boat to the dining restaurant, you can also take private transportation or and drive to the restaurant for dinner. You don't have to take the boat for dinner. So you can choose to have your own transportation and drive yourself, which will save you $100. So that is optional. If you don't have transportation, you can add on Uber. We have partnered with Uber to provide all of our transportation throughout this adventure. And you can choose to add on the accommodations at the vacation home if you choose to do that, or you can book your own private accommodations. Then you'll choose next, and this is where you'll get to decide if you want to bring a guest with you. If yes, you'll just select yes there. If no, you'll just select no here. You will also get a complimentary guest travel kit as well with your getaway, which includes a really nice tote bag that we are introducing to all of our Bon Voyage travelers. You'll also get a luggage tag. You'll also receive a passport book for you to get a stamp. So if you do at every single one of our getaways, you're going to receive a unique stamp for your passport book. The passport book also has some really great things you can do in there. It feels really like a passport, and it's great to take on all of your Bon Voyage adventures, to collect all your stamps. Also, there's a place in the passport book for ladies to sign as a farewell. So if you meet some ladies on the vacation and you really connected, they can write a nice note in your passport book for you to have something to remember. And you'll also get a tumbler for you to collect stickers. So at each of our Get Bon Voyage destinations, you'll also get a unique sticker for you to stick to your tumbler. So collect all the stickers. It's great. You can take your tumbler to your different meetups as well. Once you're back home or you're attending all of your events with the Bun Maker, you can take your tumbler with you and show off all the stickers you've collected. So it's really great. This is a complimentary kit that you will get as part of your package if you choose to travel with us. So once you click next, you'll then get to the checkout page. If you are an elite member, you click yes, which will save you $114. If you're not an elite member, you'll click no, or you can sign up to become an elite member. So you can save that $114. But I see we have quite a few elite members on this call this morning. So I'm going to say, yes, I'm an elite member. And this is the package price if you choose to do the getaway with no additional add-ons. You can choose to pay off your getaway, or you can choose to book your spot with just a 15% deposit. All you need to do is just copy and paste, or you can just type it into the box, deposit 15 and apply that, and it will drop the payment down to $190 to secure your spot. The deposit, anything that you pay is refundable all the way up to 90 days before departure. So you can secure your spot for 190 bucks, and then you can choose to pay it off right at that 90-day mark before you are to depart. Or if something comes up and you can't travel anymore, you can contact us and request a refund, and we'll refund you. So that is an option for you. You can just secure a spot with a 15% deposit if you choose to do that. So you'll just finish going through the booking form, and then you'll click submit, and then you'll get a confirmation from there. So that is really the gist of the getaway. Again, it's a South Florida Luxe Getaway, October 2026. I don't see any questions in the chat, so I assume we've answered all of your questions. But before we sign off, I will see if Kristen, did you want to add anything else before we sign off?
Well, just let us know if as the time comes, if you do have any questions, we encourage you to get it on your calendars to come join us. You won't regret the beauty of this area, that's for certain.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and we hope to see you in South Florida.
Thank you.